Hello, happy health habits, support and encouragement, friends group. Yeah, I should have worn this. I'm going to wear this next month too for Happy Healthy Heart Month. I, I
What kind
realized,
of hard on it?
I realized today this is a heart on it. I should wait till February. But anyways, welcome to our support group today, February 24th or 3rd or something.
20,
January, not February.
In January
January.
24th.
Yes. She's planning ahead for Heart Month.
So yeah, we're planning ahead. Sorry, and I'm thrilled to tell you we had a wonderful time on Saturday with the vision boarding. Thank you for coming. We have a guest, Martha, who was there, who was a big, huge player. I love players. She rocked it out. I'm going to share with us just a little bit of if she's game. Have her share, and then I'll share her board. Tracy was watching recording. Betty rocked it out. Kathy was in Maui rocking her dreams, living her dream board.
Quai. I was in Quai.
Oh, Quai.
Yeah,
And
not
then,
Maui.
and then Carrie was large and in charge. Sandy, as always, was just striving for more, girl. I don't know if you ever got your stuff on paper on I don't know where you are in your process, but
She's reaching for it, so you're gonna have to have her tell the whole story now.
Now I have a folder. It's all in a folder waiting to be put on the board because I had other things I had to deal with, but it's all in one place where I can find it.
That's okay. You're in process. I have a folder too, waiting to go somewhere. You're in process, no problem. So again, remembering that we are optimal health practitioners. We're all in on this journey to start to live an optimally healthy life. We're going to go back up to the top here just for Martha's sake. I want to finish this vision board thing in a second, but we're here loving ourselves enough to live a healthy lifestyle and becoming optimal health practitioners. We will go ahead and make sure to do our butterfly kisses, regulate our nervous systems, do our tapping and our self hugs. Remember, you're a baby, patting your baby to make them calm, to calm them down. Everything is okay. You're on the right bus. We're going in the right direction on the right bus line to the destination we call Live It Land. And Martha, we are all on not diet. We're off the bus to diet drama and on the bus to Live It Land. We are working, as you saw on Saturday, to make our habits of disease more whole and integrate them into our healthy habits of health, and using our system, our coach, our books, our webinars, our learning, opportunities. Dr. Anderson provides the leadership and all the materials. And then we have our fancy meal plans wherever we are, sustaining healthy habits for life, or losing weight or sustaining weight. My win of the week is I put on spring and summer jeans today and zipped them up and they fit.
Zipped them up.
Now that is a win. I'm telling you, zippers are your friend. All right, they keep you accountable. And then so anyway, just what we talk about, Martha, is we use all of our support tools. We use a sponsor, we use a meeting, we use a group and a book, and we have a day-by-day strategy, just like going to church. You might have a spiritual mentor, you'd have a congregation, you'd have a Bible, and then you have your daily read. So it all works together. We're gonna go into not into details on that, but celebrating our wins today. I shared mine. And my other one was I got one vision board done. I have one in process and then 2 more in folders on paper. Sandy said, I don't feel bad.
Oh, wow.
I literally have.
Hey, Amy, can you click the X on designer on the right column? It's just real distracting having the.
Oh, yeah. That one?
Yeah, that helps a little. I mean, we still see the one on the left, but at least that one doesn't.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. Just a little more full page is good.
Yeah. So winning the week. So we did this and we're gonna wins, and we're gonna talk Monday about Monday nights, so making our element 7, our surroundings, people, places, and things, our healthy hacks in our environment that we have come up with. And so share one of those, share a win, and then we can share about the vision boarding experience too. So we have several topics to touch on. And And so we'll do that. I won't share my, these are my vision boards I shared on Saturday, so you can see them on the recording. These are my old ones from 10 and 15 years ago. My drawn one, the one that I drew by hand. I have actually 4 of them that I drew by hand. I didn't put up there. And then I have my created life and my vision and priorities there. So I'm going to show you my new one in a sec. I'm going to stop screen share here and put some people's up to show everybody. So I just haven't got that quite finished. So let's just start with, we should just kind of maybe go around the room. Who, Kathy, do you want to start since you kind of go clockwise? Or no, wait, Tracy, how much time do you have today? You can't be here the whole time, right? You want to come off mute, honey? Can you come off mute?
My first patient will probably be here in about 10 minutes.
Okay, give us a share, shout out win of the week. Tracy's just newly using, she's using the, the 5-in-1 for, predictable weight loss. Right now it's week 3, something like that.
Week 3.
Yeah. So, and tell us about
That's a win right there.
Tell us about your life changes so far, because you have had massive changes so far.
More positive attitude. Started meditating, started reading a daily affirmation, lost inches and pounds. I'm very focused on, I'm with my mom. I live with my mom, so we're doing it together. And we have tried a different meal every night so far.
Yes, they are loving their lean and greens, different meals every night. And you're in element 2 of her life book already, guys. She's killing it. With meditations back in the language of letting go book for codependency, which I highly recommend everyone get and have. It's my second Bible. Tracy's back at that. She's in that life book. She's done her why. She is just, and her mom too. How old's your mom?
74.
74. Bravo. Round of applause. It's already paying off. Her mom already told her she was a nicer person.
That's a lot of wins, Tracy. That's so nice of you to join us.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I gotta let a nurse in.
Love you,
So
bye.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, she's got a lot of non-scale victories going on there. Okay, Betty, we're going backwards. It's your turn now. Let's go the other way around. What were some wins of the week you had? And then Monday night, did you get anything out of the topic with your surroundings? Can you come off mute, honey?
Okay.
Yep.
Am I okay?
Yes.
Good. That thing, I go on and off and I don't know. Anyway, no, I can't get it on I wait until you send me that little thing and then I listen to that one.
You got it.
So okay. But this week I have been working just on my board. I've really enjoyed it. I've taken it apart and worked on it. I've got a whole bunch done today, and once I get it all together, then but I'll glue it down. But I'm glad you said you had 4 going, because I was going, how am I going to get all this on there? It's not good. And I'm looking now and I'm seeing I didn't even comb my hair this morning. That's what I've been working with my student here. I've been working. He's been doing math and I've been doing board, he bugs me. I said, I got homework, honey. I got homework. I got to do my homework.
Yeah, you got 2 tutoring jobs going on.
Yeah.
So enthralled in her dream board, she forgot to brush her hair. That's so great.
I know. Look at that. Sorry about. Maybe I better run find a hat.
It's okay. It's okay. No.
All good.
So what did you get out of Saturday? What's been your big takeaway with all this?
Oh my God. Well, I went in Monday. I saw Dr. Michelle, so I went in and shared with her. So that was, I always feel that's a win to be able to share it and tell her about it. If it's just the people were wonderful. I mean, it was just so great. And yet we're all working. And then sometimes I'm over here, and then it's like, well, they better not be talking. And I turn around. No, everyone's working. Okay. Because I think they better not be talking and I can't hear them or something. But no, it was just really, I know I'm so nosy. I want to don't you talk, Sandy, and not tell me what you're saying, you know,
Don't want to miss out.
I don't want to miss out.
Don't
But
wanna
it
miss
was really wonderful. And if you weren't there, we had this beautiful invisible lady that their voice would float up, and it was just really, really fun.
because I was on the floor doing
Yeah.
my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got so much out of it, and it brought back a lot of things. And then I've got up on my desk here right now, I've got a pile that's about 2 inches high, and then the booklet, because I was going through my books, I've got right here what Carrie sent me to go through again, the wheel with the emotions on
wheel?
it. Yep.
Got it.
And so I want that, some of those I want to add to my board. You know, I haven't gotten everything written in, but I'm just, it's just really good to go back and review. So it's been like a week of review and going over stuff. And so
You got your creative juices flowing. And does it create
Yeah.
some excitement and some
Yes.
enthusiasm and inspiration and all that? Mhm.
Yes, and to go back and look at those beginning cards that I wrote, and it's
Mhm.
like to review them and to say them again. It's, you know, it's real good because you do need to go back, and it
Mhm.
brought back just yeah. And as I'm writing down, you know, I've got 2 or 3 different stops that I want to do the stop and do the thinking and the choosing, and I've got 2 of the stuff cut out, but I haven't done them yet. I mean, they're there, but I need to do them too.
Has it
So,
made your attitude more positive for the week to do better
oh
and
yeah,
stay, to stay on track and stay,
yeah,
stick with your plan and stay
yeah,
the course? Yeah, because I know things get slippery sometimes, but don't you find that that really helps now?
yes, yeah. And so
Yeah,
it'll be
yeah.
fun to go back and, to check this and look at it. And
Yeah, so let me ask you this. I know element 7, I'm not sure how far you've gotten in the life book, but you have you made some modifications in your surroundings, like your house, your office, your desk, your kitchen, to support your healthy habits? Have
oh
you
yes,
made some, like,
oh yeah.
can you share some like some of your tips that you might
That I
have
did
done for us with
the
us?
very first, before I got the first food. Jean had cleared out and given me one shelf, and I put my food in there, and that has been a godsend because every night I go in, I get my meals for the next day. What needs to be mixed up, I mixed up. If not, I've got a special bowl that I put them all there. And but some things like the soups and some of those things, that you like to mix up the night before. So those are done, and I make
So you
sure
have
that I do them.
you have your own shelf and it's right there for you, so you could.
Yeah.
So that's been a healthy thing for you. Have you
I
gotten rid of old foods and you cleaned out your pantry? Getting rid
Yeah,
of
I,
old
I,
junk.
I go
You
like
still
this, and I go like this, and I just push it over to Gene's side. And
okay?
if
So
he doesn't want it, he pushes it out the door.
he pushes it out the door. That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
I love it.
Partner, your partner has to do that stuff.
Yeah, we have
So,
to make accommodations
yeah,
for our partners, don't we? Because
yeah,
they're not always on the same. And
yeah,
I'm sure Martha has found the same thing as well. So,
yeah.
but you guys are working it out together, and that's
Oh
great.
yeah,
And he's been
yeah,
fully supportive. So perfect. That's fantastic.
yeah.
Tracy, have you made changes in your environment before you have to go, like pantry cleaning out and your refrigerator or anything like that? She's still on
I
mute.
think it was Sunday, before we started, we cleared out our fridge.
And how
We
was
cleared
that?
out we cleared out the freezer, we cleared out all the chips, we cleared out everything and gave it to my daughter and grandson.
And was that super empowering?
Yeah, it was empty.
Didn't that- Your daughter and grandson probably shouldn't have got it if it wasn't good for you.
Well, my grandson's 10 years old and he's a little twig, so I
That's
mean,
all right. I'm not judging. I'm laughing with you. It's okay.
yeah, my daughter doesn't eat it, but my grandson will. I'm just like, give it to him.
Well, that's good. That's good. So you didn't have to feel bad to throw it in the garbage. I know, but sometimes the garbage deserves what that is. Truly don't. Sometimes the garbage just deserves it. There's no better place.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad because junk food is junk food. It goes in, put it in the trash, not in your body. That's all I say. Junk goes in the trash, not your body. So anyways, okay, thank you so much for sharing your experiences. I really appreciate you being, a player right away. So how about let's go with Martha around in a circle here. What's changed for you since Saturday and you have recommitted to your health in your life? I have to tell you guys, I'm going to show her board in a second, but she is maybe one of the 3 people that wrote the letter to herself in advance, did the materials and the preparation, did the worksheet in advance before the workshop when I sent it out. So bravo, everyone. Round of applause to Martha for
Yes,
being fully
yes.
prepared. And she put her letter on I requested a copy from her because it was so moving. And she put it right on her vision board. So tell us what has changed for you since Saturday. How has this made a difference for you?
Well, I think one of the biggest differences is I've been showing people my vision board, like, anyone who might walk into my office, or this morning I had someone at my house and they're like, how was your weekend? I'm like, I made a vision board. And they're like, would you like to show it to me? I'm like, absolutely. So one of the things I've learned in the last 72 hours type of time is that there was one thing I forgot or wasn't clear about. One person commented, wow, she kept saying, wow, wow, wow. And I'm like, oh, do you like the pictures? Is it pretty? She goes, no, I remember your old vision board. It's nothing like this.
Wow.
And that was excellent feedback
Whoa.
because my old vision boards were hyper focused on career success. And she goes, look how tiny your real estate stuff is as compared to the rest of your life, which made me kind of
Wow.
happy because it means that my wheel is actually rolling. So it's full in most categories versus having a flat.
Yay. That's
Yeah.
That is true integration of the habits of health at its finest, y'all. I'm so excited to hear that.
Yeah.
That is so awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's the benefit of if you can get it all on one board, because it is your whole life. It is nice to do themes, separate boards, but that was a super good point, Martha. That's it. And amazing that someone else picked up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I would encourage you, although there's, certain things about your board that you might not necessarily love for someone else to see, if you're beyond that part of your life, you might as well just ask and show people. And I just downloaded it as a photo on my phone. So it's now with me at all times. You guys can just take a picture with your phone. So that way it's always with you. You can look at it no matter where you are, because it really is not effective, I don't think, if you don't look at it. So I actually also put it next to my desk. I printed it out and put it next to my desk. And I say printed because I know a lot of you are doing it by hand, cutting out magazines. I used to do that 100%. Now I just created it on Canva. The reason I love Canva, of course, is because I moved it around periodically and I'm like, no, that's not feeling right. So
Right.
that's my desk. And I printed it
Oh,
and put it so I could see it, turn my head and it's right there.
It's right there.
how nice.
It's
Oh,
right
it's beautiful.
Yeah, isn't that great?
That's neat.
And you printed that digitally somewhere because it's color.
Yeah, I printed that at my office.
Yeah, it's
But
amazing.
I think if you don't have an office, if you wanted it that size, it looks big, but it's not. It's 2 pieces of paper. It's 11 by 17. So just
Oh, okay.
8.5 by 11 sideways.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so you could go to Kinko's or wherever you print stuff out randomly.
Mhm.
Even the library will help you print something like that out.
Absolutely. Martha, how long ago was it when you made your last dream board?
It was ironic because if I hadn't gotten your email, I'd know for a fact I wouldn't have made one this year. And as I was going backwards to pull all my other ones out, I noticed that in 2023, I didn't make one. And at the end of the year, that's kind of how I felt. Meh, right?
Uh-huh. Right.
Just like fine, I guess
Yeah.
time passed, but
Right.
that means I lost a whole year.
Without a vision.
Right. Whereas my other boards, as I was pulling them out, going backwards, I was like, oh, I already did that. Oh, totally did that. Oh yeah, I still don't have an airplane. Got it.
That is exactly how these things work, isn't it? Isn't it nuts? And you know, it's interesting because if you don't have a destination in GPS, it doesn't know where to take you. You can just go all over the place, right? We talk about that a lot in Habits of Health, and Dr. Anderson talks about it specifically, making
Yep.
sure that we have a destination, whether we take the highway or the rural route, the slow route, whatever way we take, we got to have that vision. And so with Martha's thing in her desk, I have my abundance board. I put it out. It was in the back of my closet, you guys. I'm like, why is that there?
What's it doing there?
My abundance board is in the back of my closet under all the crap. No. Okay, I put it right
Well,
out.
that's where your abundance is. Back with
Exactly.
your crap.
No, go figure, right? Go figure. So I put that right there. I can see it every day. It's right on my desk.
Yeah, that's great, Martha. And
Mhm.
I would take the scenic route, but I can see Martha's got focus right in the center, front and center. So,
Yep.
and
Yep.
that's the way you display it. And I like what you said, that don't be ashamed of it, because it's the vulnerability too of sharing it, and
Yeah.
gives you accountability, right?
Vulnerability and accountability. Yes, well said, my friend.
Because it's you. I mean, you're sharing a piece of you, and nothing to be ashamed of.
Absolutely. And one slide we didn't get to during the Saturday was, Michelle usually shares this. It's really important to share, just like it's important to care and share our journey with Habits of Health. What are we learning? What our excitement is, what we're focusing on, what is our, you know what I'm saying? It's important to share so people can support us, and we hold ourselves accountable and to a higher level, and then they know how to support us better. But we didn't get to this, but she said, if you can share this in any way with someone, verbally or otherwise, socially or whatever. I just made this vision board at a vision board workshop. The last activity of the day was to get a yes from someone we love. Can you look at my board and send me a yes and help me make my dreams come true?
Wow.
I love that.
Yes.
Yeah. And I like how she said, send it to someone you love, because they're already someone who's gonna, trust and support you.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
and it just brings it the next step. So when you have it finished, just be ready to share it, and see if, and it's a personal challenge, just like putting things on a board is a personal challenge.
Yeah.
It's not a requirement, but it'll just take you to that next step.
Yeah, get a yes from someone we love. It doesn't have to be socially for everybody, but it can be our close friends we know are going to support us, and that is going to affirm that we can, yes, indeed, we can do this. And we will do that. And I love that hers is different now. And I love that I look back at mine and know how different mine are. Now I didn't know what I was going to create. So what's coming out is really interesting too. So Martha, thank you so much for sharing that. You're sharing it. That is so great. I love that someone noticed that your wheel is rounder. How affirming is that, you guys? That is awesome. And that she noticed all of her things have come true except for a couple, and then now she's working on those and focusing. So that's fantastic. I just love it. Thank you for sharing. And I look forward to seeing all of your dreams come true on your board. And your letter to herself is right there. See, her letter is right there. I think that's a nice thing too, guys. Put your if you have a scripture of the year, if you have a song of the year, you have your word of the year, you have your letter to yourself, whatever floats your boat, put it right front and center. Okay. There's just a fun picture of all of us while we were working. And I think, let's see, Cindy was sharing her board at that time. And before she left. Is Margot here yet?
No, I don't see Margot.
No, Sharon either, huh?
Well, we got Sandy here.
Sandy, tell us what your experience was and where you're at in the process.
All right, take your share screen off unless you're sharing hers.
Yeah, no, I'll take this off for now. Oh, I will share it until Sharon. I'm not where Sharon. This was Sharon's board. She did it on she did it with a cork board.
Oh,
So
yeah.
on the left, she did a cork board. So I thought that was really cool. And then she can change it all around, kind of like a Canva. And then this was Deb's, and she had her piece, her words on there, and she's going to continue to add.
Yeah, she had to go early, but she had it complete that far.
Yeah, balance, peace, joy, relaxation, centeredness. She had all her values on there. So that's pretty cool. She had her values and centered it around her values. So Sandy, tell us what your experience was. I know you're having a kind of a rough day and you're kind of stuck and you're kind of down with your mom, but
you're here.
But were fun things coming out? Our crew bus driver, Sandy?
Yeah, well, number one, I am the driver on the bus.
You are.
Driver of my bus. And so I need to remember that when
Rule number one.
Martha, this is our energy bus. Have you seen the energy bus books? Yes. And have you read this? This is the Energy Bus by John Gordon. This is the book we're talking about, and this is the people on our bus, and we're all
Awesome. Thank you.
Go ahead.
And so it's continued since Saturday. It's continued to be an ongoing challenge with dealing with my mother's things. But
of course,
there's an end in sight, because all the everything that I need to do for her finances has been submitted. Now it's in somebody else's hands. I have searched and done all the paperwork that I need to do.
Good. Now you can
someone else's hands. Now I'm just constantly dealing with she's not happy with the way things are going where she lives, but that's life. So this is one that I cut out. I'm going to take it off of. I'm going to hold on a second. I'm going to change my background so you can actually see what I'm holding up.
What are you finding that you're gravitating to?
That's not right either. Hold on. What is going on here? Get my regular video. Okay. Adventure.
Awesome.
More adventure. I only have 4 magazines in my house: National Parks, ARP, and something else. So I didn't have a lot of choices, but I found some things in there that were really helpful. And then there's one that says My Happy Place. So that's My Happy Place. And then the picture that I just took down of me before and when I reached my goal, that's a constant vision, because I don't want to be the way I was before, but I do want to get back to where I felt the best at my goal, which was now 35 pounds ago.
Can you put that up like on your screensaver, on your phone, on your refrigerator?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that picture in orange, because you know how I love orange.
Yes.
And so that was just a real vision to me that, wow, you really looked that way. Wow.
Yeah.
And then, wow, you really got to that point. You can do this again, because as Amy knows, I'm a yo-yo, and it's happened many times over the years she's known me.
Stop. You're not a yo-yo. Take that back. You just haven't learned to master the skill sets.
No, you didn't hear I said I was a yo-yo.
You were a yo-yo. Okay. I thought you said you are a yo-yo. Okay.
Was in the past. Now I know better.
Yes.
Yay, good.
You're an optimal health practitioner. Still practicing. You're still practicing.
Some days I feel like this, but I can get beyond it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, there's all kinds of things I cut out a huge file folder full of stuff.
Awesome.
And I've been doing, and just while we're sitting here, since we started today, I started writing at the end of the year. This is what I'm going to say. I am the loved and cherished daughter appreciated by my mother.
Yes. Yes.
I am the wise, supportive mom cherished by my daughter.
Yes.
I am the loving, supportive wife honored by my husband.
Yes.
I am at a healthy weight. I am strong. I can lift that kayak and get in and out of the boat by myself. And I mastered my emotional eating and think before I put junk in my body. This is my letter for 12/31/24.
You got
Yes.
this, Sandy. That was
That
This
is
just
beautiful.
came to me
good.
as I'm sitting here talking. I wrote this in the last 15 minutes.
Oh,
It just came to me. Thank you, God.
Yes.
Yeah, well, see, you get in your right surroundings and you
Mhm.
get your clear thought, and
Yep.
you know where you're going, Sandy.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know.
Yeah.
Element 7, people, places, and things, right? We gotta control them, and being here is part of controlling your environment, right? Being around people who
And I
support.
am still working on the declutter thing. Oh my goodness, everywhere I look in this house, because of circumstances, kind of beyond my control, but I am going to get in control.
Yeah.
I went through piles on my desk and got things organized for projects I need to do and just getting things in place. We opened the kitchen cupboard and we're like, oh, we got to fix this. We cleaned out our freezer to defrost it the other day. A huge garbage sack, like a huge one, of outdated things that it's been in there for 3 or 4 years. We're never going to eat it. Get it out of here. And then the goal to eat what's in that freezer before we start stocking it up again. So my husband's on board with me to work with. We found all
Good.
kinds of meat. We thought we were out of protein. We have all kinds of meat in that freezer that was buried behind desserts and other stuff. So
That is from element 7. That is exactly, that is perfect. Purging the pantry, purging the fridge, making our environment support our success. That is perfect.
And
Love
what
it.
I'm hearing you say too, Sandy, is, and I'm thankful my husband did that with me. And we noticed the meat was hiding behind the dessert. So rotate stock.
Right?
But you did it together.
yeah, and next we're going to do the freezer in the house. We have a side by side freezer refrigerator. That's next, and then we're going to go through the cupboard. And then there's just it's a lot of my stuff that's in piles around here. He has the garage full of his stuff, and he's building a tugboat now and all this. But yeah, I'm working slowly at finding the time every day to get some of that. I think Betty did this. She go through a pile and do a little bit every day.
10-minute. 10-minute check.
Instead of being overwhelmed, you look at, oh, I can't deal with this and walk away and sit on the couch for another 3 hours.
I'll
Yes.
tell you, I'm going to give
Not
you a
helping
little
anybody.
secret. If you want to know the secret to tidying, get a book called KonMari. The active, it's a small little book, and it's called, what is it called, Carrie? It's called,
It's, I don't know, it's her name is
it's the
KonMari.
tidy, it's how to tidy, it's something about how to tidy. I'll get the exact,
But
Just
you do
KonMari with a K.
right, you
Okay.
do understand that you can recommend all the books in the world. I'm not likely to read them. I can't
No,
even
no,
believe
I know. But
I read The
anyway,
Energy Bus.
all I'm saying is, when the best thing in the world I'm going to recommend is when her sister Kate gets home from Ecuador, you have her come to your house and she'll KonMari it. She'll just torch it all and make you go through it all piece by piece by piece. She did this with my closet, 4 decades of clothes gone. And she made me stand there and say, yes, no, maybe, yes, no, maybe, yes, no, maybe. Does it bring you
We
joy?
didn't
No.
even count how many bags we took out of your house.
Oh, bags and
My
bags.
daughter actually did that with me once, a couple years ago when she was
Yeah.
home at Christmas time. We went through my closet and she said, "Oh God, no," or "Oh, that's
Yeah.
okay. What do you think about that?" And I tell her, when I wear, she said, "Well,
Yeah.
you haven't worn it for a year." This whole thing. So she did help me do that a couple years ago. Next
Yeah.
time she comes home, I'm gonna ask her to come and sit in the bedroom with me for another couple.
Does
Do
it bring
again.
you joy? Keep it. Does it not? Toss it. That's as simple as that. And you have someone help you, because otherwise you're going to be like
Well,
ruminating.
Yeah.
you get sediment thrown in. You get sediment thrown in. I wore this for some special occasion that I
Right.
want to remember.
Sentiment out the door. Sentiment out the door. It's hard. It's not easy, but that's why I
That's
love
my
having
biggest
you do
challenge
it.
in everything I'm dealing with, getting rid of my sister's things, getting rid of my mom's things, looking at my own things, my Christmas ornaments, 5 big tubs full. I mean,
Yeah, so decluttering our mind helps us to declutter our space. Remember that, guys. We have to declutter our mind first, and it makes decluttering our space easier. Okay, so it really goes in that order. Okay, declutter
Wow.
mind first, because all the clutter is just it's baggage in the brain, and it's baggage in the brain, and that's what's the problem. So really work on your nervous system regulation, and you're calming your amygdala, all of your calming yourself down, because that's what's going to allow you to have clarity about what's sentiment, what's joy, it's going to help you to purge. Okay, guys, it really, trust me, clear your brain and it will make it 10 times easier. So Sandy, I applaud you. Yay. Awesome work. Keep it up. Make a room.
And thanks for the movement reminder, Sandy. We saw you.
Yeah. Everybody,
Yeah.
make sure you don't sit for 20 minutes in a row. Okay.
Okay.
She's our,
No atrophying through winter, not allowed.
It's been
She's our-
40 already. It's 1:40. We missed the 20
I know.
minutes.
So
But it's better
Kathy,
than nothing, because I sit at
Kathy-
the computer all day. I have to do this or I'll be a mess.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kathy,
Yeah.
to update us, your dream trip, Hawaii.
It was a
Loved it.
dream trip. It was incredible. I saw so much beauty. I was totally awestruck, and I went out of my comfort zone, and I know I wouldn't have done that had I not been on this program.
Why is that?
Well, just because, I feel like I've grown, these past months, and just some of the things that we've learned, like when you get upset and nervous, like I got on the helicopter and I was super scared about doing that. And it was probably one of the best things we did while we were over in Hawaii. And there were a couple times I was a little scared, and I just kind of took some deep breaths and did this, and I was fine. So also on the catamaran, we were on the ocean. I can barely swim. I mean, I wouldn't even call myself a swimmer. So, you're out there in the middle of nowhere, and people were getting sick. I mean, it was bumpy. It was really bumpy. But again, I just kind of took a deep breath and calmed myself down. I didn't get sick. I didn't.
Good for you.
Yeah, I stayed right on, the place where I could see everything on the water. And so
Did you have a life jacket on?
no. Nope.
Really?
Girlfriend, you are mastering emotional resiliency. It's sitting at the side
Wow.
of the rapids and looking at the rapids and going, I'm detached from the rapids, right? That whole
Right.
Dr.
Right.
You
And then
totally rocked it.
I hiked again right by the ocean. We were on this rocky ledge, walking along. We did 6 miles, a 6-mile hike, my sister-in-law and I. And at first, I was kind of nervous, and I just kind of got my thoughts together. And I know I wouldn't have been able to do that had I not been on this program. So
Wow.
and then I gone 16 days. I took my fuelings, and I gained 1 pound. That was it for 16 days.
Wow, good.
And I tried desserts, but I did the 3-bite thing. We shared, and I ate a lot of fish, a lot of fruit. So I know that helped. And again, exercising. So I was super happy about that, but it was just a wonderful experience.
Wow. Unbelievable. I am so proud of you.
That's amazing, Kathy. See, your surroundings, healthy
Mhm.
mindset, change your
Wow.
lifestyle.
It just
Wow,
did.
wow.
Really did.
That is amazing. You
That
think
just,
it's a tiny little change, but look at the big things.
Yeah.
came from
Yeah. Those were 3 big, huge things that
Yeah.
because normally I wouldn't have cared what I put in my mouth, but I was conscious about what I ate, how much I ate, when I ate. And again, having the fuelings, that helped too, because I would, take a fueling. So before we'd go out, so I wouldn't overeat, but yeah, otherwise.
And did you still have fun? And did you still have good food?
Oh my gosh. Yes. I
So
had
you
the best time.
you brought the fuelings for just kind of a fill-in snack where you might not
Fill-in
have
snack.
any,
Yeah, I had that for breakfast, so we didn't go out for breakfast. I mean, the food there was so expensive.
Oh yeah.
I mean, everything is expensive, but so I had the fuelings for sure in the morning, but there were a couple times, like when we were out touring and stuff, that I had to take a fueling because I was getting hungry.
Yes.
And, yeah. So I always had a fueling, 1 or 2 in my purse or my backpack, but and I counted it just right because I had 1 left coming back home.
Wow. So breakfast and snacks. Perfect. Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo. Nothing better.
And isn't
And
that great? You bring fuelings there and you bring souvenirs back.
And I
Yeah.
brought souvenirs back.
yep. And then
I had room.
yeah, and then the thing I love about it is then you're able to go and kind of just eat whatever you want, but just making sure that you are like, now what I heard is you're mindful of your portions
Right.
and you're mindful of your timing, and that's everything. You can have anything you want. You're free. So
And how did you said you did the 3-bite thing? How did that go for you? How did
It was
Explain
fine.
that.
I like they had this thing called a hula pie. Oh my gosh, it was macadamia nut ice cream
I love hula pie.
and yeah, encrusted with this chocolate and whipped cream. And so there were four of
So
us.
what,
we
you
all
told
took a
yourself you'd
couple
have 3 bites
off
of it?
Yeah, so I got, and I could have eaten more. Don't get me wrong, but that's all I ate,
You had the 3
But you
bites.
were okay with that 3.
and I was okay with it. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Martha, I don't know if you're familiar, but we just recommend everybody eat small meals every 2 to 3 hours. So that's what we're talking about here. So whether you're having a fueling that's a purchasable item or you're having your own snack, every 2 to 3 hours helps us to stay in control of our blood sugar and and make sure that we're never on a blood sugar high or low, so that we're running into a big bag of chips and a bag of M&Ms. So we just make sure that our blood sugar does this. I don't know how you eat, Martha, but that's what we recommend for people, and it works, doesn't it, Kathy?
And what I'm hearing you say,
It-
Kathy, is by having that, the way you were eating, the taking care of yourself, your health, you actually enjoyed your trip more, is what I'm hearing you say.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
what we
I
got.
had energy, to do the hikes and to do all these things, and yeah,
That's
no, it was perfect.
And I know you were on the list for watching the vision board, so you're gonna love it when you get
I'm
through the
gonna-
exercises and get
I'm
through
gonna
it.
do it. You've all
there's
motivated me
Margot.
today by talking
There's
about it.
Margot. Yeah, Margot
Hey,
was
Margot.
searching for links. I don't know why. Hey guys, just always
See, it's a hat day.
just everybody just copy the link and put it in a digital calendar or write down the numbers, because it's the same every time. Okay. So, I mean, you don't really have to go looking for links. Carrie sends them out every week, but if you write them down or save them in your calendar, you can just click on them and go, or in your email, save them. It's the same every week. So star it or save it. I just want to share this. I got Margot sent me a million pictures of her board, a zillion little pieces. So I didn't put them all up here, but Margot, now that she's here, Roxy didn't send me a picture yet. So Roxy, I wanted her to share quick. But Margot, I love this. She put her life's purpose on her board. And I love that. When Martha put her letter to herself at the end of the year, which Sandy, I want you to put that on your board. That was brilliant. You made me cry what you just wrote. Okay. Put that on your board. But Margot, I love this. My life's purpose is to serve an instrument for God and the good of my fellow man, who want to serve those in need and rejoice for those in glory and get them to join in the ride. This gives me goosebumps. To accomplish this, I'll be the best person that I can be. I'll accept my weaknesses, strive to overcome them. I will constantly work to develop my strengths, and above all, I will be open, willing, and committed to trusting God, intention, and direction. And at all times follow him, even when my own vision becomes blurred.
Beautiful.
Yes.
That is fantastic. How does that feel, Margot, now that you got your board? I want a picture of the whole thing. I couldn't put all the tiny pictures up, but
I did send it. I resent it this morning.
oh, well, okay. I didn't get it yet.
So,
I will look.
yeah.
But anyways, this was my favorite piece of all the pieces that you sent. So I thank you for sharing that. What have you learned, or what have you grown since in the last 72 hours that Martha pointed out? Since we've seen each other last. And then I want Roxy to share too.
Yeah, I would say after listening Monday night and doing the vision board is looking at my overall environment and realizing how much of it I just accept out of habit as opposed to constantly repurposing myself. You just get so in a zone where you just do things because that's the way you've done them.
Can I just share? I did a Facebook Live today, so go back and look at it. But it's by what you're saying is you're living a life of default, but default, like you're in default mode. It's just automatic, right? Versus
Yeah.
versus a life by design. So you've been more aware of that, right?
Oh, much more, much more. And looking, part of the problem that I see is I kept saying, well, I'm 74, I'm 75, it's to be expected. No, 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 no. It should be no different than when I was 24 and 25. Is the interest and the energy and the longing to always do better should always be there.
Mm-hmm.
And not just getting into a situation where you take each day and don't change it. You just let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to be that person anymore. I don't want it just to be same old, same old. I want to keep making it fresh and new.
Awesome. Awesome. At 70, how old?
5.
75 years old. Bravo, my friend. Bravo. Woo! You guys all bring
Yeah.
tears to my eyes. You're making me cry. Seriously. At 75, she still wants to live a life by design. I'm thrilled. I don't know where Sharon is, you guys, but anyways, she's 69, living a life by design as well. So I'm gonna check my text just to make sure she's not texting me too. So that is fantastic.
Well, it's part of it is realizing how many people that I know around me are literally living their life as though it's over. And that's what I meant when I said, oh, I'm 74, I'm 75. Why should I be doing more?
Right, exactly.
Because you're here.
It's
because
a gift.
you can.
It's
Yeah,
you can, and
yeah.
you have health in your life. That's right. Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Roxy, how about you? You've been on. How has this kind of like transformed you since Saturday? You were on the whole time. What's been happening?
Yeah, I didn't finish my board yet. I mean, I don't know if you can see it.
Oh,
I-
yay! You're putting it up there. Awesome. Look at her name's right in the center.
Yeah, I know what I'm looking for. It's just a picture that somebody, a girl, draw about me. That's what the space is this
You're
for.
waiting. Okay, you know what you're looking for. Razzy's gonna find it for you.
Yeah,
he's gonna
and
find the right
also
one.
I need a picture of my daughter here. That's why that's what I consider it not done.
Yes.
But I mean, it's almost done.
Wow.
See,
Wow. See?
here it's like my business from the animals, from the essential oils. Here is a picture of good food, natural food.
Good.
And I see, here is like a kind of a spa.
Relaxation.
Relaxing, and even I saw this girl with a hat, and I said, I need to look for my hat. So that's what this hat represents, and this spade over there. And okay, I'll try to see.
And
Yeah, just enjoy the little moments like a girl.
play and fun.
Oh, sorry, I don't know if I.
Play and fun. Yep, we can see it.
Yeah, and keep smiling.
Yep.
Keep smiling, and here is like I'm looking for a partner who can go with me in adventure and exercise.
Wow, I can do that. I love it. That's perfect.
And what does I have here? Oh, here is the space for my gym girl.
Your gym work. She loves her gym.
And here, this is something important. Oh, here is saying like, I'm speaking better English at the end of this year.
Oh, speaking better English by the end of the year. Well,
Yes.
I think
Celebrate your goals.
I think
Yes.
you're doing great. I love the
Awesome.
butterflies. What are the butterflies a symbol of for you?
Just change.
Change, transformation,
Transformation.
metamorphosis.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it is. And yeah, I think most of my important things, yeah, and my name, of course, just came to my mind, like, no,
I
to
love
make
it that there are butterflies around your name because that's about
Yeah.
transformation, right?
Mhm.
And I
Beautiful.
showed
Yes.
Kathy in this was my morpho, my butterfly, my symbol of faith and transformation is the butterfly. And then the back was the moth. That's the ugly like right under this behind the scenes underneath, and you want to transform on the inside, and so the insides and outsides match so you feel home in your skin and you feel at home in your body and you're in full integrity. And so I love that you included butterflies.
Yes, and the result of what I was thinking about it is that if I want to improve my English, I think it was really hard. But when I put it on paper, I said, I'm changing my congregation. I'm going to the English. And I was like, really scared. Really, really scared.
You're so brave, Roxy.
But yeah, I think like I see it clear. I said, like, I have to go. Now
It's
it's my
immersion. It's like going to Mexico and immersing you and making yourself speak Spanish, right?
yeah,
Immersion.
Well,
that's
she's done it the
really
other way,
hard.
but it's your
Yeah.
surrounding.
Yeah,
It's
that's
all
hard
your
for me, but I
surroundings.
said, how I'm gonna do it? I don't have time to go to school. I just have to do this radical step outside of my comfort zone.
You guys are inspiring the socks off me today. Truly, I'm gonna cry. Honestly, I feel like we should all just sit here and cry. I'm so, I'm so inspired. And Betty,
Martha, I saw a hand up.
Yeah, Roxy, tell us about, I saw a house on there. What did the
Oh,
house?
oh yeah, yes.
oh, the
house.
realtor sees the house. See,
Yeah,
Razzie
it's
is
just-
on the job. Razzie's on the job.
Yeah, you said my house is not a dream anymore.
Mm.
Oh, so
That's
you'll have
all.
your own house by the end of the year?
Maybe not for the end of the year, but I mean, it's just
It's coming.
yeah.
Roxy, yo
Yes.
hablo español muy bien, ¿te puedo ayudar?
Ajá.
Gracias.
Excelente.
Gracias. So yeah, I still have a few things that I am missing, but I consider it like, wow, I can't believe this. I'm just seeing
No.
more things.
It's perfection. And you keep adding things as you see them and you put them on there and it's beautiful. It's a symphony, right?
Yes.
It's beautiful. I'm so inspired, Roxy. That is fantastic. Truly, round of applause. Round of applause.
Yeah.
Is this your first vision board ever?
Yes.
And what about you,
And
Betty?
you're so happy.
Was
I
that your
can see that it's just bringing all the life all together. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
was that your first?
Te veo más completo.
I need a picture of your vision board, Betty.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
I will get that. Yes, it's my first one. I've never made one before.
Wow, wow, wow. Okay, and let's
Yeah.
not forget Carrie, center of the circle. Where are you with yours? Oh yeah, you think you're getting out of this? Mm-mm.
Oh, I am so out of this. I'm on the other side of the
Come
planet.
on, Gary.
You can't touch me over here.
No,
We can find you. We can find you.
yeah, Ecuador doesn't mean a thing, girlfriend.
Yeah, you know, I like fell asleep after that and kind of basically went into coma for the next 3 days. And today I'm finally coming out. It wasn't COVID. I took the test.
She did. She
But
got sick.
I've been sleeping the whole time.
Yeah, but do you have any ideas, or do you know what kind of inspired by what you think
Well,
you
I
might
have
do?
ideas.
I mean, what
Oh, yeah,
basically.
I have lots of ideas.
Okay.
I'm gonna do digital too because I don't have access to magazines and
Digital.
my printer's dead. This old beast.
And your sister Kate's doing digital.
Yeah, she's doing digital too.
Yeah, so that's cool. That's really cool. I didn't share. Yeah, so share your board with me, Betty, and
Okay.
share your progress, Carrie. We'll follow up on you. We're going to hold you accountable.
I know you.
So
Because it's fun and we love you.
did everyone hear me? We're holding her accountable. Okay, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Even if you work on it 10 minutes a day.
Yep. 10
Yes,
minutes a day, right?
yes,
And
yes.
that way you have your vision board project in a box, just like your other 10-minute boxes.
Mm-hmm. And
Yep.
it's okay, Sandy, you have all yours in a folder because it's that kind of gathering phase, right? And then we have the sorting phase, and then we have the putting together
Well,
phase.
it's there now. I have my sewing. I've sewn some of it together. I just have to keep sewing a
Yeah.
little bit at a time, a little bit at a time.
Well, and I just wanted to share with you guys quick. like Bunny, before we get off, I just wanted to share a quick that this experience for me was really amazing after 15 years, because 2 years ago, I sat with a whole stack of magazines that Michelle Kennedy gave me, and I ripped and ripped and ripped and ripped. And I had a whole bunch of them. I just, whatever called to me, whatever I loved, I just ripped and ripped and ripped. And they weren't sorted or anything. I mean, huge stack of magazines. And I kept that, and I kept pulling out one at a time this year, put them in my notebook. I just kind of did a little onesie, twosie, threesie in my notebook, and something I was focusing on right now. And I'd pick them out randomly, and they'd be something I really, wanted to focus on. Well, when I did these boards, what came to me was that they were all clearly in categories. They were clearly categorized. They all belonged in clear different piles. One, like, and I had no idea my purpose bubbles were going to come together like this. So now all of this represents my purpose bubbles around. So my purpose in the middle, and then what I love doing, what the world needs, what pays well, and what you're good at. So all of these images to me are supportive of that. And then this board is the peace board I've been working on my emotional resiliency and working on my reaction and response time and the gap in between, as you know, relentlessly for the last 3 years. And I have changed completely by changing my mind and my emotional resiliency. So that's the one I haven't glued down yet. It's a work in progress, but all my pictures are sort of kind of coming, I'm putting them in there and I'm arranging them. And then I have the other two in the folders, and one is my new travel adventure dreams. And then the other one is going to be my family focus and my marriage focus. And they all kind of go together with my immediate family. So so it's kind of all coming clear. So it just allow yourself to create and allow it to just flow, and don't try to force it to be something it's not. Just like let it be whatever it is, Yeah. I mean, and I'm amazed at what's coming out of it, truly. And it's you go with the flow.
Yeah.
Go with the flow.
And that's the beauty of it. Everybody's is so unique and different, and their own style, and whatever comes out. And what you had in the center, Amy, you might like to look up. I put it in the chat. Ikigai. That's what that circle overlapping thing is, and it's a Japanese word that means purpose in life. So the center where they all overlap, that's your focus, that's your purpose. Ikigai.
Yeah. And that in the star in there says purpose. But I didn't know the Ikigai word. That's fantastic. I'm going to research that.
Could I tell you a real quick funny story?
Yeah.
I had 1,000 magazines. I was with Sandy. I had sitting all over and stuff. And so because of this program, I got rid. And so I got rid of them. And then you said, pull out your magazines and rip out little pictures.
It's okay.
That's okay. I pulled out my material and I just cut out little pictures.
You needed to get rid of it, honey.
I did. I'm
Yeah.
not complaining, but I just thought it was so funny because the week before, use your magazines. They're not here. They're gone.
The week before. That's hilarious. Well, remember, you can always pick up leafing through a magazine at a doctor's office. Something might float your boat, and you can add it to your vision, right?
Okay.
There you go. Check
Look
the chat,
around
Amy.
and rip it out.
Rip it out real quick and then go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect, Martha. Look at your chat, Amy.
What's that?
Martha just showed you the image in the chat.
Oh,
a downloadable.
Cool. I love it. Okay, I'll download that.
Look it up. There's books on it, whatever. But you'll love it.
You should know this. Martha is an executive coach, and she coaches at high level athletics and realtors. So to have to live their highest purpose in life. So she is a life coach. She is a business coach. So
Ironman, didn't you say, Martha?
And
what year did you do Ironman?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm a 3-time Ironman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
So thank you for letting me be in your space and share your group, and I appreciate any time you'll allow me to come.
Oh, just copy paste it in your calendar, girl. You're welcome.
Every Wednesday, here we are.
There you go.
Yep, and we're happy to see how your dreams are coming true. So
yeah, you're in Iowa, so Central Time every Wednesday at noon.
And then we'll do coffee in person because you're up the block from me. So
perfect.
All right.
What? You guys live close to each other?
Yeah. She works near me, so we'll get together at Starbucks or Cart Care.
Fun.
Yeah. So love you guys. Keep up the good work. And we'll see you on the flip side. Be a stand for your created life and not your life of default. Right, Margot?
Right. You
Okay.
got it.
Love you. Bye, guys.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.